Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today, in our financial training, we're going to talk about life insurance. Yes, it's a part of financial responsibility as well. We're going to talk about three types. Some of you may not know, but there's what you call whole life, what you call term life, and what I call, or you may call, burial policy. We're going to talk about the differences between the three and who may need whichever. Okay? All right. Let's talk about whole life. We're going to use face value of $100,000 to keep math simple. Okay? So, let's say you have $100,000 life policy and you're paying $68 a month for it. Okay? For that person, they're probably in their early 20s. Okay? The older you get, the higher that premium is going to get, because guess what? We don't stay here forever. We eventually die off. And the older we get, the more of a risk we are to that insurance company of paying your survivor that $100,000. So they're going to charge you more. Okay? Now, once you have that premium, you're going to pay that until you get 100. When you get 100, it's going to pay you off that $100,000. If you die before you get 100, it will pay your survivors the face value of that policy at that time. Because here's the thing, whole life also has a savings account in it called cash value. Okay? You can't get both of them. You're either going to get one or the other. How does that work? Let's say you got a $100,000 policy and you've had it for years. So now you got a savings of maybe, no, I'm making this up now. I am making this up. But the process, the concept is the same. Let's say you got $20,000 in your savings, cash value. Some people like to borrow against that. They say, well, I got cash value. I can get that out. I'll go take all this $20,000 out. And I just go do that. Guess what? You no longer have life insurance. You have surrendered your policy. But you got yourself $20,000. Let's say you take out 10. Well, they're going to charge you interest on that until you pay it back. If you don't, they're going to take what you owe them, what they paid out, subtract it from your face value, and give your beneficiaries the rest. Sounds complicated, don't you? Okay, now we know how that works. We're going to talk about term policies. Terms, we're going to keep it at $100,000. Those term policies go 10, 15, 20 year terms. Now, I haven't worked for a company in a few years. They might even have 25-year terms. I don't know about that animal, but I do know there's a such thing as 20-year. Okay? Now, you have $100,000. When that term is over, your premium may be, let's say for $100,000, you're paying $22 a month premium for this 20-year-old or 22, 23-year-old. Okay? I'm making that up based on previous experience. I'm making this up based on previous experiences. Okay? Now then, you're paying about 3 times less for the same amount, but after that term is over, look at your policies if you got them and see what happens. What you was paying is going to jump. And every year, it's going to get higher and higher and higher. And your cash value may be cut. Look at your policies. Time you get 99, you will get the cash value left. Not cash value, face value left. And that's what your beneficiaries will get. Now, let's talk about burial policies. Some of us learn this information at a late age. Okay, some of us we're all at different levels when it comes to finance, you know. Some of us, for those people, you go to your funeral home and you get a burial policies. Now, I watched this commercial. It says the average funeral today is $11,000. Now, I remember when I was younger, that same commercial said $5,000. And in my little short 41 years, I've seen it grow. So right now, I wouldn't write nobody a $10,000 policy. It would be at least $20,000 as far as burial policy. Okay? And that's just basically going to put you away, and your survivor may have a little bit left over. Now, you see how those work. Now, I'm going to come at you a different direction. Now, I have been trained that life insurance should replace your income. Now, papas, daddies, fathers, I'm talking to you. Now, primarily, you're the head of the household. Primarily, you're the breadwinner. Ladies, I ain't forgot about you. The same concept work for you too, but let me talk to the men. Hey, it's your responsibility to take care of your family, whether you're dead or alive. Right, dead or alive. Here's what we teach. Take your annual income. Let's say you make $50,000 a year. Multiply that times 7. Now they say take it on up to 12. Anywhere from 7 to 12 times your annual income. That's how much insurance or income protection you need. Okay? We multiply 50 times 12, we come up with $600,000. Now, you can look at a whole life and see how much you have to pay, or you can look at that on term. Now, if you're 20, 30, and you get that $600,000, you might can get that for 20 years. Well, at that point in time, your kids might be gone. They may have gotten married. They may have gone to college. They might be married. They're no longer your major responsibility. Your house may be paid for. You don't have to worry about that. So you can lower that. Call your insurance agents up. Lower that protection to get what your spouse would need or your family would need if death comes and summons your body at this point in time. If I have confused you, comment. I'll answer your questions. That's what I'm here for. I'm trying to help us become more financially stable, educated, whichever your situation is. For those of us that are older, 70, 80, 90, you ain't got no, I'm sorry, that's bad English. You do not have a insurance program. I would suggest that you get yourself a prepaid burial. Go ahead, get your grandkids to fix that up for you. Go to your funeral home, get you a prepaid burial. And go on and get that done, so if something happens to you, you already fixed up and you're not a burden on your family. Okay? Because I've heard this recently. We don't have, he didn't have insurance. She didn't have insurance. I'm telling you now, it's your responsibility. Mothers, I know, hey, y'all done got y'all education and y'all handling y'all business. Guess what? Same concept. Get you some life insurance. Because I heard someone say, none of us gets out of here alive. And with that, I'm Elijah Bowes. Until next time, America.